Hello. Hello. Not much to say other than unbelievable team win. I know that phrase gets used a lot across this country and probably used by me quite a bit as well. But you know, we couldn't do anything in the first half offensively. Defense gave up some big plays, but I thought they played admirably for given the lack of field position and lack of you know, just keeping drives alive by the offense, and then you know, come out and take the first drive of the second half down, score a touchdown, and then come back, give up a touchdown on defense, and then things looked pretty bleak when you know, we had a false start, 2 back-to-back holding penalties in a row, and offense came off the field. But it was really neat to see the look in our team's eyes, never giving up, and really played for each other. And you know, I know it's maybe also kind of a phrase that's maybe used around this country, probably way too much. But in that locker room, we got a bunch of guys that love each other, and when you love somebody, it's impossible to give up when things are getting kind of rough and looking kind of bleak. When you're doing it for yourself, it's really easy. You just move on to the next thing. And but when you're doing it for somebody that you love, and you know they love you back, it's impossible to give up. And our guys showed that tonight. And again, we'll celebrate tonight. And we got a work day tomorrow because we've got a UConn team that's going to be fresh coming off a bye week. And we got to make sure that we're prepared and ready to go 1-0 next week.
Did you know Kyle Postma had that in him?
Yes, I did.
How would you characterize his performance tonight?
Gutsy. You know, he's a pretty unflappable kid. You know, and again, we talk about unit pride and competitive focus. And competitive focus, meaning when your number's called, you'll be ready, and you're focused at all times, and you prepare when your number's called that you won't let your brothers down. And he had a great week of preparation. He's had a great season of preparation, and I don't think anybody really batted an eye when we put him in the game.
Tom, kind of piggybacking off of that, when you prepare him, or you know, whether you I guess you hope not to use him, other than it's a late mop-up duty or so, but how do you get a quarterback like that to keep him ready to be able to go out there, you know, on a whim and lead you guys to it?
Well, I think it goes back to the culture that you work on, you know, since we got here in January. I mean, that is not something that just happens in a week, Joseph. That is something that is ingrained in our program now, that everybody prepares as if they were the starter. And I know a lot of teams say that, but we live it. I mean, that's who we are. That's what we do each and every day. And it's no more evident than, I mean, gosh dang, we've got, I mean, Jeremy Winchester's out there. You know, we got 3 freshman offensive linemen. We've got, you know, Javin Webb scored a touchdown. I mean, how many backups do you want in the game making plays for you and rising to the challenge? So it's a testament to our coaching staff and the way that they prepare these guys, and a testament to the way that our program is run.
Tom, if you think back to when you took the job and you know, talking about the takeover and all these things, when you looked at the crowd tonight, I mean, completely sold out, a record crowd, the comeback, the celebration at the end. Is this what you would envision about what this program could become?
I didn't want to win it that way, I can tell you that. I would have rather 47-0. Yeah, and it is. I mean, that's what an unbelievable atmosphere tonight. I want to publicly thank our students, not just for tonight, but each and every week, regardless of opponent. They've been out, what, David, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000 strong, cheering their tails off, and they've really taken a lot of ownership in this team. And then for the city of Houston, the casual fan, I'm sure there was a lot of them there tonight. Hopefully they didn't leave after the first quarter. But we appreciate that. And obviously, I think, you know, shoot, they had a bunch of false start penalties. I think, you know, the atmosphere there was truly a home field advantage tonight.
Tom, I wanted to ask about the defense. They were like on the field for about 21 minutes in the first half. They only gave up 20, and then were able to get those turnovers late in the fourth quarter. Just talk about what they were doing tonight.
Well, they play really hard. Didn't play extremely assignment sound, but they played really hard. Probably the only play that I was kind of maybe two plays disappointed in, the one long screen pass for a touchdown. I thought we didn't have guys flying to the ball and tackling the ball carrier. And then, we gave up a big play there on the triple option that was a big long run down their sideline for a touchdown. But other than that, these guys, I mean, they take a lot of pride in what they do, man. They're one of the best outfits in the country, and at times didn't look it tonight, but they play really, really hard, really inspired, and again, we took the ball away twice there in the fourth quarter, which was huge.
What exactly happened to Greg, and was he even available at all?
Yeah, he got his ankle rolled pretty good. Not nothing. I don't think that'll keep him out too long. We'll find more out tomorrow when he comes in. But he was out there jogging around in the second half, and would have been ready had something happened to Kyle. But we just figured, Greg's game is he relies on his feet a lot, in his style of play, and if his feet aren't there, I'm not sure that he's the best option. And so we decided to stick with Kyle and came through. But I think Greg, had something happen disastrously, if that's a word, then he would have been able to go back in. Postma.
When you decided to bring him here, what did you see about him in terms of his makeup, his resiliency, his personality that we kind of saw on the field?
Yeah, I saw what you guys saw. I mean, he's a gamer, and I say that we don't have gamers in our program. We have practicers. So he's a practicer first, but when the lights come on, he shines. I think he was undefeated his last year in junior college. And he's a playmaker. It may not look the prettiest, but he somehow finds a way to get the job done. And we saw that on his film in junior college, saw that getting to know him as a person, doing our homework. It wasn't certainly by chance that he's here. The amazing thing is he was here to start his career as a freshman walk-on. And I think the guys around here that were around when he was here kind of saw that in him as well, and for whatever reason, decided it was in his best interest to go to junior college, and really played well. He's a playmaker. He's a great athlete. That he's got a good arm, quick release. He's football smart, and again, didn't look real pretty tonight at times, but finds a way to get it done. No, I mean, Greg's our starter if he's healthy. That's a no-brainer. I mean, we're talking about a guy that, has led us to this point. Didn't play, played really bad in the first half. Some of it was on him. Some of it were some things that he couldn't control. But the things that he could control, I didn't think he played real well. But he's our starter, and he will be if he's healthy. But the good thing is if he's not, we know we've got a guy in Kyle that can certainly win ball games for us.
In the heat of your celebration, and when you were really going at it in the locker room after the game, what did you tell your kids?
We gave the game ball to our strength staff. This is not a game that you win without an unbelievable off-season training where we put these guys in positions of adversity starting in January and February, and it's not something that you just snap your fingers and happens. It's something that you have to ingrain in your program, and our strength staff did that throughout the course of the off season. So I told them to be thankful for the way that they are trained, not only by our strength staff but by their position coaches. And I told them that the plan really it's undefeated when executed properly, and when executed with a purpose, a genuine love for the guy next to you, the plan's undefeated.
Can you talk to it's an obvious question, what a win like this means to your program, to your staff, to your kids, come back like this, complete
Well, it means we've taken one step closer to a berth in the conference championship game. That's really about it. I think it lends credence and validation to the way that we train our guys. So again, much like the Louisville game and the Cincinnati game, these guys can see firsthand that as hard as it gets in practice, as hard as it gets in the off season, that the dividends for their investment will be there on Saturdays.
Tom, there's so much talk this week about the rankings and the college football and all this stuff's obviously out of your guys' hands, but it seems like all season this is what you guys have done. I mean, you've proven it on the field, and that's really all you can control in this whole thing.
Yeah, if I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. I don't understand the college football rankings and why they have them so early, because there's so much football left to be played, and I think if you get caught up in that, then you're probably doing yourself a disservice as a team, and we don't care. We don't talk about them. They matter none to us, because we know that if we win our conference championship, we're going to play in a New Year's Day bowl game, and our goal was not to be 10-0 after 10 weeks. We never set out to do that. Our goal was to win our conference, and by winning tonight, we've taken one step closer, or taken one step further on our journey to doing that.
What were your thoughts on DeMarcus Ayers, some of the big catches he made tonight?
Oh man, he's a dude. He's a warrior. He was hurt a bunch. That very ill-advised throw down the left sideline, where we had about 18 people there, and he comes down with the ball. I mean, that's just a testament to him and his toughness and ability to make plays when his team needs him to.
And your thoughts on Paxton Lynch after playing him now?
Same, if not better, as they were before we played him. That he's a bona fide dude, man. A bona fide dude. He is a great college football player, and I had a chance to say that to him after the game. I wanted him to know that we have the utmost respect and admiration for him and the way that he plays. He is a great player, great ambassador for our conference and for that Memphis Tiger program.
Coach, can you comment on Landon Roberts and his play tonight?
Yeah, he caught the ball. How about that? Usually he's good for. They give him a PBU in the stats, but it's really a dropped interception. But he came up big for us when we needed him to, and he's the heart and soul of our defense. Him and Adrian McDonald, and I don't know how many tackles he had. 18 tackles, and that's about right for him. He's a guy that in our scheme, the scheme kind of sets up for the front guys to chew up some blocks and let him run around and make plays, and he did that, and he is a very emotional leader for us too, and we're lucky to have him.
Coach, if you can, just talk about what this team, when they're making adjustments at halftime, they come out of the third quarter, and you all have been able to outscore your opponent, and that's why you make your change and you make your run.
Yeah, I thought the offensive there was nowhere to go but up after that first half. There was a putrid display of offensive football until the last drive of the first half, and credit to Coach Applewhite and the offensive staff for coming in and making the necessary adjustments and getting their guys coached up. I thought we played kind of tight in the first half, very tentative on offense, and we got to figure out why. We everything I know about getting guys ready to play a big game, we did, and I'm not sure that we were as relaxed as we could have been in the first half, but our offensive staff got them calmed down, got them relaxed, got them in some really good situations there in the second half, and the kids executed. Good. All right. Thanks, guys.